Next time you come to Michigan, take a trip and visit a small town with a big history, Reed City. Keep traveling until you reach a small and welcoming building that provides the community not just with books, but a friendly atmosphere. Welcome to the Reed City Public Library. The library was established in the 1890s and was found in the front of Mrs. Hall's house. During the Depression, the library was set up as a reading room by the Methodist minister and his wife. It wasn't until 1973 that the library was moved to where it is currently, the City Building. It's been there for 38 years and has continued to play an important role in the community. In July 2012, the library will once again be moved, this time to the St. Philip's Building.
I understand the St. Philip's School will always be on the front of it. That's good too, because there's a lot of memories there.
Over the years, the library has been a home to many avid readers and community members. Without a community hub like the library, Reed City would just be a quiet little town. Support the new library.
What I like about the Reed City Library is it's very personable, it's very convenient. The choice in books and movies and DVDs and magazines is, I think, very good for such a small community.
It's important to me because I love to read. I have 3 small children at home, and education's important. It's just a great place to come, and it's quiet and it's comforting. So you can come and hang out here and get away from the hustle and bustle.
Well, me personally, I grew up never really going to libraries much, but now as I'm a little older, I realize the value of libraries to come in and research books and some fictions and novels that I read. It's a great resource.
I've had a lot of opportunities working at the library, and I've really grown to love the patrons here. It's a small town. A lot of the patrons are, you get to know them really well. It's a fun place to work. It's a great job.
I have 4 students in the public school, and their funds are limited, and their library is so much smaller than this one. So when they have something they need, I say go to the Reed City Library. You'll find it there. They have access to the internet. They have access to individuals who can help them find what they need, and very, very willing folks who the staff here are always more than willing to help them in whatever they need to have accomplished.
The library offers the community lots of educational materials and the movies and the DVDs and the cars, you know, your CDs and all that is really neat. My husband does that a lot, but I think there's just a wealth of information, I believe, that they offer here.
For my family, the things that it offers, now I have grandchildren here, so the programs for the little ones, very young, up to the older ones in the summer reading program, those are, in my opinion, very important to getting the kids familiar with reading, and it's huge. It's huge in our family that they read and enjoy it.
I think that the library is part of our heritage, something that everybody needs, whether they know it or not. It's important.
You know, you have businesses and you have parks and recreations, you have hospitals, community service, and I think the library is a vital part of the whole education and community service program for families that maybe don't have the resources, can come in and utilize the library for various things, computers, books, training, and various things like that. So I think in the community it's a valuable service to the community.
The community should support the library because it's the heart of the city. I think it's, you know, the place where people go for information, and we're running out of space and we're running out of time, and we want to continue to offer all this knowledge to generations to come.
I think moving the library from where it's at now to a new location is what this library needs. We've outgrown this space. It seems very cramped, and I think there's room for many more useful things in the library, not only books, but areas for groups to come, children to come, and moving into a new area I think would just benefit not only the library itself here, but I think the whole community would utilize it a lot more.
If someone stopped me and asked me why I would support moving the library, the first reason is because we need to continue to have a library. It's a place where the community meets. It's a place where children can grow and learn. It's a place that's safe. The library has a broad base. Everybody comes to the library. Kids come, adults come, retirees come. We all come to the library.
Well, a library has to grow, or they have a problem with new books coming in. And if they don't grow, then the old books that are beloved by so many people, then they get thrown out. Put in book sales, but no longer part of the community services.
The new library is going to be bigger. There's more room for books, and it's going to be much more comfortable for us in the community to use.
Yeah, I know with this library moving to a new location, there's a lot of expenses involved, a bigger building, and just the move itself. And it would be wonderful if the people in the community could contribute and help as much as possible, whether it just be leaving some of your pocket change in the little containers around, or donating your time and efforts, whatever you can to help the library, because I feel the library is extremely important in our Reed City community.
The community can support the new library by donating money, various locations. We've got lots of piggy banks around town. There's pledge cards here. We even have a fish bowl that you can drop, some money in as you go through.
Well, I would say this is an opportunity that you can support, whether it's with your hands or with your money or with your time. And you will be a part of this library.
And it's very much a community project. It's not library motivated, it's for the community.
So anybody that is going to contribute is going to see that used by the future generations. And I think that's very important for a community.
Well, I think like everything else that goes on in local areas of cities, there's some people that are involved in this and some involved in that, and maybe there's some people that don't use the library and some that use it all the time. The people that don't use the library, I think they need to realize that it is something that a community needs. It's very helpful and beneficial, and even if they're not using it on a regular basis, they might see the use for it someday. It could be just to do some research on an illness or anything like that, and they would want to know that the library is here. So I think the community as a whole really needs to join in and support this library and their move to their new location.